Conditioning is one of the most vital things that a Counter-Strike 2 player can learn inside of this game. It is so important in order to rank up and be able to feel comfortable around the map and really make your opponents have to respect you. So today, I'm going to teach you the ins and outs of it. Many of you don't know what conditioning is. Those of you that do, I'm going to give you some fresh ideas, and we're going to have you playing like a pro because I'm going to give you my insight from being at the top of North America and the success that I found in this game. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Guys, conditioning is what you are going to do at the beginning of the halves and the beginning of the games that you're playing. Conditioning is going to be when you are throwing a certain look at the other team so that they start thinking that that's what you're going to do for the rest of the game. Now, one of my most favorite ways to utilize this is through CT aggression and showing aggression early on in the half so that they get used to that aggression. I'm going to show you what I mean by that, but first I have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, COJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Alright guys, so if we look here, one of my favorite things to do with this look of conditioning our opponents is when we have a gun round, very early on, throwing this smoke and then flashing my teammates out of B main like this. Boom, and they're going to be rushing through here with the smoke up. They have SMGs or M4s and they're getting up in the face of Ts, right? We're really just like harassing them in these areas and pushing them as far back as possible. Why is this so good? Because now the Ts are, getting flashed, they're getting pressured. Hopefully we catch somebody off in this area. A lot of times we will. Or, playing back here, he gets blinded by the flash. And now this guy is scared to play close like that the rest of the half because he's like, dang, these guys are just like swinging, they're flash peeking. I'm getting exposed and I can't sit here, right? And, it's going to force the other team to have to respect you a little bit more or create new solutions. The thing that a lot of players do, and they wonder why they struggle so much, is they start the half out and they literally just sit back here and they just constantly smoke B main. They sit back in sight and just like hide in a corner. Now I get it, like you're not dying, so you might be like, well, Kojo, I'm not the liability for my team. I'm not giving away a free kill. I'm doing my job. They're running in on me and maybe I'm getting one. But that's not good enough, guys. That's not good enough. We have to be able to play dynamic and really show these looks to the other team. Another great way to do this is to get in this corner here at the beginning of the round and smoke T stairs. Have throw that, have your other teammate run through E-box here with a flash and take this canal space, and by the time we get there, we won't no clip, so obviously it'll be there. And what the heck, we are lagging. There we go. But like the stair smoke is going to sit there and then we can aggress through E-box and really start taking these fights. We can, battle these guys in rugs, do all these different things. And for the rest of the game, they're going to sit there and be like, dang guys, like, these guys are just running it down on us. Now, there's actually something really cool that we can do. One thing that you can do is you can actually do like the reverse of this. So you can also condition your opponents to start getting lazy so that you can punish them with the same look you've been showing them. One thing that I might do is like two or three rounds before in the game, I might throw this T stair smoke and do absolutely nothing with it, right? I'm just going to throw it and I'm telling my team like, don't rush, don't push. And so they see the smoke like twice. And they're like, but the second time they see it, third time they see it, they're like, guys, like they're just throwing it to throw it. They're not going to do anything with it. And they get lazy, right? And, they either just sit here and AFK or they just walk through and just like, they're just chilling. They don't think you're going to push. You haven't done it yet. Why would you? So then you're throwing that and then you actually do push. It's absolutely insane. It's one of the coolest things that you can do because, again, these psychological tricks, these little gimmicks that we can pull out are everything, guys. It's literally everything. Yo, same thing here in A main, right? Say, for the first 2 or 3 rounds in the half, if we like knew that they were in A main, we were throwing a flash like this in front of pillar, and these guys are eating the flash or they're hearing the flash, they get blind, but nobody's killing them, right? Okay, well then, if you're starting to need to find solutions on your CT side, actually have your teammate play here 1 round and then throw that flash for them, and they're going to be way less inclined to like jump and run out of the way because they're like, bro, they're just throwing that, use all to throw it, right? And it's such a nice thing to do. And there's so many different ways we can think about this, right? say you're a player that loves playing this cake position. You just absolutely love it, right? One thing that you're gonna have to face is people that are mauling you. So if you're playing a team that's mauling you a lot, maybe the first time, 1 or 2 times they come A, you smoke it, right? You smoke it and try to play around it. You sit in here and do that. But maybe if you think they're gonna hit A another round, and you know you start to see that molly come in, if you can get a real quick smoke off here and smoke cake, they're gonna run in and be so paranoid about this position because they're like, guys, he's played there already twice. So there's literally infinite ways to think about this conditioning, and I'm sorry to shampoo, but I don't know if there's a shampoo in the game, but this conditioning is so important to use. You have to be able to use this. Also, what would be really important to me, guys, if you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 100K, but over 90% of my viewers aren't subbed, and it means so much if you made it to this point in the video, because now we're going to flip over to the T side of things. Just a concept that carries across both halves, both sides. So good. The way you can do this on T side, there's so many different ways. Like I can't get to them all in this video, but one way you can do this is you can condition the other team to feel the need to over rotate, right? So early on in the game, you can be very aggressive towards one side of the map. We'll just use A as an example here. We throw our exec in. We have another teammate throwing other nades, and we're just dumping utility in here. We're heavily aggressing and taking A site. We're running them over. We're trying to run them over and just commit 5 in here, right? Why is that good? Because with this smoke, this is molly and flash is coming in. Now we're showing them, like, we're going to take A from you. You better hold it, right? So that opens us up later in the game to me have, me throw these nades, right? So I'm going to throw these nades. I just need another teammate throwing the heaven nade set. And then maybe I need one rifler in here getting ready to like prod. He can molly off this pillar position and really start to, fake like we're coming in with all the flashes. He's running in here. And what is that going to do? Across the map, and I can't pull up the map here, all the mid player is gonna instantly rotate to A because, oh dude, they keep taking A, they keep throwing nades. The B guys are gonna have to rotate off into CT. And what can we do earlier on in the half, we can just have 2 guys sitting outside B main here just hiding and listening for rotates. Okay, they're starting to leave, and now they can walk in B, secure B site, and then us, the players that were throwing nades, can go back and lurk back around and go to the other site. Conditioning is so good. Again, there's so many different ways you can do this, so many different cool potential opportunities. A lot of times you'll find yourselves in clutch situations a lot in a game. Sometimes it is literally just your game that you have to clutch, right? So if I'm on the T side, right? I know I'm on the CT side right now, but if I'm on the T side, maybe I've planted the bomb here and gone E-Bucks twice already in clutches. I guarantee you that 3rd time, if you're in a clutch again and you plant the bomb in this position, they are going to be saying, hey, bro, I think he's going to be E-Box. He's played E-Box twice in clutches already. Like, be hyper aware of that. So you might plant for E-Box, right? And then just make a crazy play and like push your temple, even though it's dumb, right? Like this isn't traditional at all. Oh, they're coming through spawn. Okay, now we're going to sit in this angle. And they hear bombs down. They know they're playing me, who's done something similar twice already. And oh, they're not even looking at us because we tricked them, because the rounds prior, that's how we play it. Just be so aware of how you are playing and how you can utilize this, because sometimes it's on accident. Some games I'm just playing and, maybe I'm upping E-Box every round, right? I'm just upping E-Box here and, doing this. And I get literally destroyed because the A player starts to realize, like, oh, like this operator is just conditioning us to believe he's going to be stairs. And they're right. Like, that is where I am. And they actually just like chunk me with nades because they're like, oh, bro, he's just going to sit there. And I'm like, oh, dude, I like condition them to make that play. That's on me, right? So be aware when you're doing this too, because it can actually be a bad thing when you're not understanding like that the other team might find the solutions to this aggression or this like way that you're playing. So it's really important to understand. I'm glad that I could teach you guys that today. I think it's very important that mid-level and high-level players all really get this conditioning down, because you can't play the game without it. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you want to keep learning, check out the other videos on my channel. I post lots of good stuff for every level. And yeah, let me know what you guys want me to post next. I'll be reading the comments. So appreciate every single one of you guys. Hit that subscribe button. Peace out. Peace out.